thoughts on what where Kennametal is heading in the future as far as the diversification and expanding around the globe?
I mean, one of the exciting things about Kennametal is that we have a strategy that we put in place 3 to 4 years ago. That strategy has demonstrated to be very effective. In 2003, our advanced materials business was about $300 million. We believe that by the end of our fiscal year, this year, we're going to be close to $1 billion. So we have grown quite a bit. It's still not half. Our metalworking business is still $1.7 billion plus. But we've made a lot of progress on that goal coming along, and we said it was 3 to 5 years, so we're now on our 3rd year of doing this, so I feel very good about where we are.
Could you elaborate on just what your definition for advanced materials?
Yeah, I mean, when you think, one of the things that I always like to bring us to is sort of what is our core competency, and I look at our core competency as taking tungsten carbide powder and or ceramics powder into a customer solution. Mm-hmm. And in the metalworking side, we take that into a cutting tool. Sure. In the advanced materials side of it, we take that same powder technology to anything that has high wear and high corrosion environment. Okay. And when I talk about Kennametal, I talk about us being very pervasive. Means that anything you can think about, can touch, Kennametal is involved in making that. So in the advanced materials business, for instance, we do anything from gas drilling to oil offshore drilling to mining tools, all the way to if you can think of a diaper, the tooling that is used to cut the shape of the diaper is made out of tungsten carbide. Oh. Okay, or a band-aid. You can think of a band-aid. We actually make the tooling that cuts the shape of the band-aid in high production environments. So, whether you're thinking about a table, an airplane, a car, or a diaper, or a band-aid, Kennametal is involved in the manufacturing of that product. So advanced materials, in summary, is really taking our tungsten carbide ceramics technology into high wear, corrosive resistant environments.
I see. How about also with the goal of the diversification around the globe, with having greater sales outside of the North American and Western Europe markets?
Going very well with that as well. We have reached this year, for the first time, less than 50% of our sales came from outside of North America.
Oh, okay.
And that came in spite of the fact that we've grown a lot in North America. We continue to grow in North America. However, for instance, in developing economies, only a few years ago, we were less than 10% of our sales came from developing economies. Last year, for instance, 18% of our sales came from developing economies, almost double. And we hope by the end of this year that we surpass the 20%. And part of that is Central and Eastern Europe, as well as China and Latin America. So we've made a lot of progress, and we'll continue to make progress. And again, we have a long way to go. That's the exciting part about this company, is the fact that we don't really have to redo our strategies. We just need to continue with our strategies. We need to do them better and faster. But it's exciting because as the North American market has struggled in the last year, this company has continued to grow. And one of the reasons is the diversification that we have accomplished in the last few years.
Yeah, we've provided coverage of some of your co-development of tools with machine tool builders like Mori Seiki. Mm-hmm. And is that or even a combination milling and drilling tool, or milling and grinding tool, the grill tool?
Yes.
That's a good name. And do you see that ongoing need to do that co-development with other companies? Between maybe even the abrasive manufacturers like the Ortaki?
yes, we need to continue to do that, and I think there's two paths. There's a co-development with the customer. Again, the solution to the customer is a co-development with the machine tool. And the bottom line is that if you look at the historical, the machine tool will leapfrog the tool maker, and the tool maker will leapfrog the machine tool. And at the end, neither one of us leapfrogging each other is a benefit to the customer.
Right.
If we do it together, then you have a machine that can be fully utilized with a great tool to support that. So the more we do that, the more the customer benefit. And at the end of the day, both the machine tool builder and the tool manufacturers have to make sure the customer benefits. So the more co-development we do, I think the better off the customer will be, and ultimately both the industries will.
So it's not just an exercise of coming up with unique tools for the sake of
Absolutely.
engineering.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about the customer. How do we bring the most value to the customer? And I think that both the machine tool builder and the tooling manufacturers will do a better job if they do that together.
And now, as far as, certainly Kennametal's been involved with mergers, and did you see the rate of acquisitions and mergers to accelerate, decrease, or stay the same for the cutting tool market?
I mean, I think that in the tooling market, there's been a great deal of consolidation in the last decade. I think that the opportunity for major consolidation is not there, but it's still a very fragmented market. So I think that there's going to continue to be opportunities, but they're not going to be those big mergers that we've seen in the past, or acquisitions we've seen in the past.